Hey all, Dan here. So, this particular video was recorded right alongside the previous video, the Street Fighter 6 theme tier list I uploaded earlier. So, the mic quality is still botched, so apologies for that in advance. In this particular video, me and Gale are just going to be talking about some fighting game topics that just called our attention in the past year and the beginning of 2026. This was recorded on February 7th. So some of the things we say here were things that were happening around that time. And just a clarification, we are just two dudes that enjoy fighting games a lot. We just talk about our minds here, so take that with a grain of salt. It's just our opinions and our thoughts at the moment, and outside of that, hope you enjoyed the video. Laters.
2025's been a year, dude. Like,
yeah, it has.
Jesus Christ. Just imagine this, right? Some fighting game news hit me so hard that they made me play Final Fantasy XIV for the rest of the year. It was insane.
What game was that?
FatalFury, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so funny story when it comes to City of the Wolves. I was going to try it in some betas, but then I said, might as well wait until a character that I actually want to play shows up. Even though there were some characters that I was interested in, like Richa, I think his name is Kevin. I wanted to try those two, but I wasn't feeling it. Like, it's just, I want to give it a shot, that's it. But then, a few months later, I think it was a month before release, they show up Cristiano Ronaldo as one of the characters. And I was like,
oh boy.
What the? Like, was like Capcom not okay with you using the rival schools character for this? You could just reskin Ronaldo and put Roberto there and you'll be golden for that. But sure. Then Salvatore Ganacci shows up and I was like, another one? But then I saw the moveset and I was like, oh, this is Norimaru from Marvel Super Heroes vs. Street Fighter. It's just a joke character. Okay, I'm cool with that, but still it's kind of weird. I had this idea, right? A few days before the actual release of the game, I pre-purchased the game and take advantage of the fact that I could play it for a few minutes before it actually released. So I installed it, I booted up for like, I want to say 10 minutes. I was doing some combo trials on Salvatore Ganacci, which was the character that so far, and surprisingly, called me the most. So I tried him out, it was fun. I uninstalled the game and I refunded on the same day, all of it.
Just didn't mess with you, huh?
After learning where that money goes, I said, oh, I am not. I am not putting my money there. Sorry, man.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, Ronaldo getting into the game obviously was a request by a certain person who bought the freaking company, or at least most of the stocks in the company. I don't know. I don't like him being in there as a character. He's just Ronaldo just slapped into a game. His animations are stiff, and not to even mention the controversy. He got some bits of controversy around him. You can look it up yourself. We ain't here for that.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I just prefer to keep that out of it. Like, Ronaldo in and of itself as a person has its own life, and let's just say it's not a pretty one.
But I will give it to them. Salvatore Ganacci, I thought he was going to be a joke. I didn't even know who he was until that game.
Nobody did, dude. Like, nobody knew who Salvatore Ganacci was until this game.
Yeah. There's nobody in the West. Apparently, he loved over there where he's at.
I guess so.
He was such a out-of-pocket character. But then you see him in the game, and you see all the animations love they to do.
I mean, I personally love what they did with him. Like, they went ham on the goofy animations for the fighting character. I kind of love it. And his team is actually a lot. Like, work hard, not smart. It's a really good thing for me. At least that's the thing I put on my playlist every time I have the chance. It's a really good one.
It is a very good theme. And the funny part is like all the animations that they use, they actually pulled from his own freaking music videos.
Oh,
his real life music videos, mind you. He moves like a cartoon character, but all his stuff is real life.
Although not all of his music videos are like filmed IRL on locations and stuff. He has some anime fucking stuff. It's
he has
insane.
a cool anime fucking one. Sorry.
No, you're fine. It's the same
He has
thing
a
we're
cool-
saying.
He has a cool anime one that I really love. I wish we could show it on here, but copyright stuff is really. Just look him up. He got some YouTube videos. Stuff is really.
Yeah.
And the thing that makes me like him more is that, unlike Ronaldo, who is just Ronaldo, Salvatore, he's a character.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jackson. And like, Michael Jackson is a real person, but when you see him in like his music videos and all this stuff, he is playing a character. He's playing a characterized anime version of him.
Yeah.
And that's what Ganachi does. And it works so very well for him.
Yeah, Ganachi.
I enjoy it.
Ganachi, I like to relate it to, like I said before, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. That game had a character called Norimaru, which was based on a comedian. The character you see in that game, even though it's Japanese exclusive for that version of the game, the character you see there is the comedian as a character. It's just... Yeah, it's the real life person, but it's a character. Like, it's playing a joke character. So that's part of the reason why I kind of like Salvatore Ganachi.
Like, honestly, with how weird SNK was, I thought they were gonna put speed into the game.
Yeah,
I show speed. Because that stupid.
That stupid commercial was going everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Like, was it for a boxing match? Was it for a game? Was it to promote the streamers? What was the point of that?
I don't know what they were thinking. It was all over the place, as you said. The only thing I think of is I Show Speed is very famous around the world. It's kind of weird. SNK has been going through a weird arc as of because it's a good game. Like, I can't get into it personally because it breaks my fingers. But I would recommend anyone to play it. It's a fun game.
The half an hour I put into it, I can attest. It was fun. And I like King of Fighters 15. I bought that game and played the shit out of it. I even learned a TOD in that game. How much I liked it. So, yeah. They made good games. Sadly, once you purchase it, just be conscious of where that money goes.
Yeah. Be aware. And unfortunately, despite them having all this money, I'm guessing they're not getting help from Saudi Prince. Because they did do a little bit more controversy by having a new ad where they show new characters, and it was fully AI generated.
Oh yeah, that happened like in January, like halfway through January, if I remember correctly. For Season 2, they released an AI trailer for the new characters. One thing I'll give them credit though. Well, two things technically. The one thing of releasing one character a month this year, it's insane.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a King of Fighters game that it's a team of 3 base game or a tag fighter. This is a one-on-one. So, a character a month, it's insane. And the second thing is, thank God they didn't put the guest characters in that trailer because that will be the end of it. Like, publicly speaking, if they did the guest characters they have on the back in that AI trailer, ooh, that would be way worse.
Yeah, it will be pretty terrible.
Even
freaking
more,
Barry Togard.
Even more, giving the fact that one of those guest characters kind of already has an anime teaser, which is Kenshiro.
It's kind of a weird choice too because he's not exactly new. Like that, Fist of the North Star is old as heck. Like, I want to say 80s.
But at least it's recognizable. It could have been way worse. Like,
it's an odd decision.
Yeah, it is.
I don't hate it though.
But it fits. Like, it could be way worse. It could be, I don't know, one character from the Slice of Life anime or something. I don't know.
I hate to say it, but depending on the anime, that might actually work.
Yeah. Like, some animes are actually kind of action-packed when it comes to Slice of Life. But
yeah,
that also, it's a very rare market.
That is also true. So SNK is making some weird choices for sure. Hopefully it works out for them because again, it's a solid game and they're putting a lot of work into their game. They really want people to like get back into FatalFury.
I mean, it looks so good. Like, AI trailer aside, the gameplay of those characters that were shown with the in-game models and moves was cool as fuck. Like, the design of Krauser, I love it. What they did with Krauser is really cool. In the game. Just clarifying that.
Yeah. And they're bringing back old characters again. They're bringing Geese back. Well, Nightmare Geese.
Yeah.
Because he's dead. But he's always been a favorite character, so they keep bringing him back.
Geese Howard is the only character, it seems, in fighting games that dies, but gets the pass to come back.
Or I should say, the one who dies and stays dead, unlike Heihachi.
Nah, Heihachi got the plot armor of someone just showing up in the middle of nowhere on a volcano. Who saved it?
Gosh. Look, I know it's fighting games, and some people are like, who cares about the story? I care about the story. I care.
Alright.
And I'm sure there's other people who care.
Let's change the topic to Tekken now. So, when it comes to Tekken, you know the fact that Harada got, I think, an award or a world record of keeping the storyline static, like it's just a 1 to 8 story without any backstories or prequels or shit like that. It's just one straight line of story, right? There is bound to be retcons in that straight line. So I think that Heihachi reviving is not that big of an issue. Like myself, like it's a fighting game. Everybody's allowed to come back.
I think it's an issue because it wasn't even one freaking game. It would have been something different if it was like Tekken 9, he came back. Okay, fine. It's like, okay, we killed him. Nah, he's back.
I mean,
we got him.
Didn't Kazuya technically died at the end of Tekken 2? And he got replaced by Jin? Then he came back on Tekken 4? Like, proper Tekken 4? He was a secret character on 3. But...
He might have been. I would have to look it up. I don't remember. I know he was technically dead, but they put him like in some weird tube and brought him back.
Yeah.
They gave him to Goku.
I mean, Heihachi has a history of surviving shit he shouldn't have, but you know, it's Heihachi.
Okay, that is true, but here's my issue with that. Kazuya was staring right at him as he was dropping into the volcano.
Yes.
That's my issue.
Didn't he got distracted?
You can say
with
that Akuma distracted him long enough. That's it. But
it's not that long of a fall, is it? Yeah, I don't know.
it's still funky, and even then they could have done something different with his personality. Like let him be kind man Heihachi for like one game, then
let him be the amnesiac he is, please.
Yeah, because that was an interesting side story. He was fighting his old self. His old evil self was still in his head.
Yeah, that was a fun story.
But it's Tekken goofy. I mean, I'm nitpicking. Yeah. Now, if you want to talk about some other stuff, how about the freaking the DLC?
Yeah, that announcement was packed with a lot of other stuff. Look, when it comes to Tekken 8 specifically, I don't play the game, so I don't keep up with anything gameplay related. But I've heard the horror stories since Eddie released up until now. And the game got worse and worse since Eddie got released. To a point that when Anna released as a DLC character, she was basically ignored because the game was beyond fucked.
No. She was not ignored. In fact, she became the face of how bad Season 2 was.
Oh,
she is so unbelievably broken and annoying to deal with. Like, it is so... The stuff that she has, the range that she has... tracking that she has, she is such a broken freaking character.
Yeah.
That people were rooting for Clive, which is one of the other characters people hate.
Oh
instead of Anna.
Oh my god. And that leads me to the trailer that released a couple of days before this recording. The fact that they use the words going back to basics when it comes to the gameplay as part of the advertisement says a lot of the state of Tekken 8 when it comes to gameplay, like right now.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. And you know the funny part about that trailer is that they say that and then they proceed to show Bob, a character that has been a problem in previous Tekken games competitively in the meta. It's so funny.
Bob was a freaking horror in Tekken 6. I played it. He was so annoying to deal with stupid hell sweep. He is a Mishima and everything but blood, I swear to God. he's gonna be an interesting character. I am kind of looking forward to seeing what they. Roger.
Oh, I'm
Despite me absolutely hating the idea that there's two. I want Miguel. I want Miguel so badly, and a lot of people want Miguel back. I don't know why they're waiting so. But either way,
I mean, there's still one more character they need to reveal. So it's either a crossover character or
a new character.
Hmm.
Kind of like Mary Zell.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that's what they're gonna do. If they do bring a guest character, I don't know who it's gonna be. At first, I was thinking it's gonna be like a Virtual Fire character, but I was like, no, Virtual Fire needs to come out first.
Yeah. I mean, so far when it comes to Virtual Fire, we have like 0 to nothing when it comes to news when that's releasing. And if they do that, it's either Akira or Jackie. So that's that.
It'll probably be Kira if they do it, unless they got like a new character that they really think is cool enough.
If we're going with the pattern of Tekken 7 DLC characters, we already have the Final Fantasy rep, so the next one should be the oddball coming from out of nowhere, like Negan, or
I miss Negan.
A fighting game representative like East Howard. So
that's if they do a guest character. I think they say it might be a new character, like in-house new character though.
It might be.
But if they do a guest character, it'll be kind of like how you said with Negan and East, for sure. And the people who believe Tifa's coming out, get out of your dream world, get out of your delusions that we are not getting Tifa. You need to rip that band-aid off now.
We already have the Final Fantasy rep, and so far it's proving that it's going to be the latest Final Fantasy main character, so that's that.
Yep, there's no way you're getting Tifa. Drop it. Your best hope in this case is that they make the new character be similar to Tifa in some way or form. That's the best you're gonna get.
Which is not difficult. She's basically just a monk. I just punched the shit out of you.
Interesting choice, though, I will say, for the DLC. I don't like that a lot of it is reoccurring DLC characters. Like old characters that were in Tekken 7, DLC characters that were 7.
Yeah, they're double dipping in DLCs. Like, they did that with Pac-Man, Anna, and Armor King, I think? And Bob is the first time he's DLC, actually.
Lydia.
Oh,
well, Lydia wasn't.
Lydia
Lydia. Yeah, she was DLC in both.
Yeah, Lydia was the last DLC in 7. She became the second or third DLC in 8.
See, third or fourth.
But so far, the new season is bringing up practically characters that haven't been in Tekken in a while, or first time as DLCs like Bob. So
bringing back Bob is going to be interesting because people have nightmare stories of Bob. So if he still is able to do his Hell Sweet bullcrap, that's going to be so obnoxious. No, I will say they know they're in trouble right now. The Tekken devs know that people are very upset at them and how they're playing. And I know they want to keep the aggressive style because, you know, audience wants to see stuff happening on the screen and not everybody just kind of doing a little backwalk all day. But I definitely think that they're going to be careful with Bob and try to make it to a fair character. Kind of like what they did with Falcon.
I mean, I guess so.
Well, I will say this for sure. They will not kneecap him because he's DLC. He won't be the Tekken 8 Leroy, pretty much, who's like bottom 5.
Jesus.
Pay for his sins. Now, surprisingly, the most interesting character in that roster for me is Roger Jr. Because Roger Jr. played pretty much like King and Bruce. They kind of like how Kuma was like a copy of Jack. Roger Jr. was going to be like a copy of King. But with how this game is, and how they kind of like made like Kuma and Panda like different characters, I'm very interested in seeing what they do to Roger Jr.
I mean, my guess it's going to be they're going to implement the fact that he has a tail, so it's going to get some kicks plus some Steve Fox moves since he's a boxer. So.
Well, the thing is, Roger Jr. didn't play like Steve exactly. As I said, Roger Jr. was weird. As I said, it was a mix of King, which means I want to say she because the freaking mother is the one that's boxing. Anyway, she was sitting there like actually doing like giant swing and stuff like weird and almost like Raven backs. Like if you have your back, or she has her back turned to the freaking player, she could knock you up into the air because she has like a jump kick. She was like a weird mix character. Honestly, I don't know what direction they're going for her. I'm interested in seeing her playstyle. And every time someone calls her a muscle mommy, I want to die inside.
What the fuck?
I'm just gonna throw that. Yes, people keep saying that. Like, bitch, that's a kangaroo.
Those things IRL can beat the shit out of you, let alone fucking Roger.
I mean, they made Roger Jr. buff as hell now.
I mean,
So it makes sense why I hate it.
to be completely honest with you,
You're
that's
different.
kangaroos in general IRL. Kangaroos are on that timing. They beat the shit out of people if you just look at them funny.
Kangaroos are deers that went to prison.
That have also arms.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm super interested in seeing how Roger Jr. plays. Unfortunately, though, that's not going to be until freaking autumn?
Yeah.
Almost a year, I think.
This DLC is going to take the entire year, yeah.
Yeah.
And
They take-
and Junior is not the last one. That's still the mystery one. That
Yeah.
here's hoping they revealed that on either EVO or Summer Games Fest, but I don't know.
They probably won't. They didn't do it for Mary Zoe until like
Game Awards? I
when-
wanna say. Like it was closer to her release.
yeah, it was definitely close to a release. I want to say it was definitely around Armor King. It had to. It had to. So it's gonna be a while
Oh yeah.
before we hear any news about that. I am happy though that they're actually showing off the characters instead of doing it like, ooh, the season pass is a mystery. Give us your money. It's like,
I mean,
I know who you're freaking releasing. I hate that crap. I'm glad that they changed their tune on. And you know, the new character being like a mystery character. That's fine. At least we get to see most. It's gonna be an interesting season though. I'm waiting. Well, unfortunately, we gotta wait till March. I want to see what season 3 offers and how they change the balance of the game because as right now, it is an aggressive travesty. I hate it. I keep playing it, but I hate it because I do not play flowcharting. I don't know how to. I don't know why. If that makes any sense, I don't know how to play flowcharting, so I don't have. Okay, I'm gonna go into this route to keep them stunned forever. I keep trying to play mind games with people who are unga bungling, mashing the freaking buttons, and I get scared.
yeah. To be completely honest, yeah, I'm the same. I'm not used to aggressive fighting games much. I tend to play it like the footsie game, just trying to see where can I come in, do my combo, out. I don't like stun locking people like that. But you know what? The meta,
Tekken, you have to.
the meta dictates you need to do that. Then you do it.
That's the only thing with Tekken 8 is like, at least in the ranks I'm at, Bushin, I was Tekken King for a little bit, then they knocked me down quick. But yeah, you have to force the people to actually play the game. Otherwise, they will just mash their gimmick and stuff all day, and they will not get off. The game is very aggressive, unfortunately. And I'm hoping season 3 actually fixes that.
Yeah.
Like, I see what they're doing. I understand what they're doing. Just make less things plus. If I'm to say that, let blocking kind of be a little bit rewarded. Give me a chance to actually fight back. Because as is, they want you to hard guess what they're doing and like straight up counter. But the problem is, if you try to do that and you guess wrong, you're getting launched
Pretty much, yeah.
for like half your health. Tekken 8 is weird. I have to have love it. I must love it in somewhere form. I don't know if it's Stockholm syndrome or I'm like in an abusive relationship, but I still love it and I keep playing it. So I want it to work.
That's attachment. That's attachment to either the game or the franchise. I don't know which one. But is it that?
I like the franchise, and because you know, I know it is. I used to work in QA. And I used to play Tekken a lot with all the people that did. Like I actually got played with some actual like tourney players. I don't want to say who because I'm not trying to like dox anybody or give away where I worked at. But yeah, I used to play with tourney peoples, and I ended up loving Tekken because of that. And this Tekken has definitely been the best online wise because Tekken 7 was absolutely terrible online.
Mm-hmm.
So the game is fun. It is. It's really fun when you're playing against people who are actually using their brain to play. But when you fight the people who are just like freaking smashing their head on the buttons, it's like so annoying. It's like even when you win, you feel exhausted. So
just like that
one
one dude that just pressed 3 with Eddie when he released and just ranked up a lot. Oh.
He is such a noob killer, and he's still catching me every so often because it's like if I start thinking, then I start beating him. But sometimes it's hard for me to start like get out of the mode of like I hate this. Why am I not beating him? I hate it, and actually start thinking about how to counter him because he frustrates me so much. That 3-3 thing. If you know the string, you know what they're gonna do, and you can stop it. The problem is you have to put yourself in that mindset to be like, okay, I got countered, instead of being like, I hate this. Why am I playing? I love Tekken. I hate that same. Damn it.
The love-hate relationship. You love to see it.
I'm hoping everything about season 3 will actually fix it, or at least bounce it a little bit. Just knock down the unga bunging. It doesn't have to be like everybody's Leroy team. I don't need that. A little bit of balance, less plus frames.
Yeah, don't cower and start nerfing some stuff. Not everybody needs to get buffed.
Though that's kind of scary because they're also, if you've seen the trailer and you know anything about Tekken, you'll notice that they add in new moves. So it's, oh dear.
Oh lord, more moves to the Bible. That's insane.
Yep.
Oh.
That's also another thing that makes Tekken hard is that everybody has so many, like 100+ moves. So it's like, oh, I have to know which strings I'm able to duck under and which ones I'm able to sidestep.
Which ones are the 15 that works the best for you?
Yep, or which ones if I block it, am I actually able to push a button and not suffer deeply for it? Because it can be a little confusing, I will say that, because there's some moves that are negative on frames, but your character does this exaggerated, like, oh god, my arms, after they block something, so you're thinking, oh god, I shouldn't push a button.
The stagger.
Yep. Well, that's Tekken. It's Tekken. And it's gonna be weirder too, because Harada's no longer gonna be, so I'm not sure where the game's gonna go.
Yeah, at this point, you're leaving that game on the hands of Bandai Namco itself. You don't have Harada to actually just take care of his own franchise at this point. Which just makes me wonder, where is he going to go now? Like, I know he's like trying to be a DJ, but outside of that, I wonder what's next for him.
I don't know what company he's worked for, but he saw an ad on LinkedIn and he actually said, I would love to join them. Ooh. For another Japanese game company.
Ooh, that's interesting.
So we will see where. I don't know. I don't know what company it is. I didn't look that deep into it, but I definitely seen that post about it. So he's definitely going to probably still be working in games. It's going to suck though for Namco because he was like the only one who pretty much would keep his Soul Calibur alive. I missed that game series, and now I'm thinking like it might be dead.
I'm not against DLC characters in general, but I kinda hate the practice of just locking some features that require the DLC character just because you don't have it. Like, training mode, you should be able to use it at least as a dummy. Not use the character itself, but at least use it as a dummy. To train some of the moves you can counter it, since you're going to find it on rank. Because when it comes to a fighting game, once you have your character or characters, there is no need for you to actually buy them unless you're actually interested in the character. And sometimes a trailer is not going to sell you on the character unless you actually try it out. Like,
well, you see what you said there, right?
Yeah, unless you try it out.
But they don't want you to because they want you to buy the DLC. That's exactly why, kind of what you just said there.
Then you have Street Fighter giving you tickets to at least try it for an hour. You can do whatever you want with it.
Yes, they could at least do that. Jesus.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with it. You can do arcade, you can do training, the combo trials, whatever. You have an hour. An hour is more than enough for you to tell you if you actually like the character or not. For you to tell you like it or not. At least for me.
It was for me. I actually used those tickets to help with doing combo trials because it's like, okay, let me check this character out. So I'll bust out the ticket, do a combo trial with the character that I decided to run with for an hour. And it's like, okay, yeah, I kind of like how this character plays. That's what Tekken should do. And Street Fighter is generous. It would be nice if you could constantly use the characters, but just having those tickets in loan was really nice. They're not hard to get, but Cole is being a little. It's great. At the end of the day, they want money. Buy our DLC, buy our stuff. We also have these stages that are locked.
And these are not cheap games either. Like, what's the price of Tekken 8?
Initially when it first released, I want to say it was $70. You probably get it now for like $50.
I mean, that's not that bad, but still, it's a very expensive game for just the face roster.
Yeah, it has a good story mode. I will give it to them. When I paid the price for it, I think I got everything that it's not a bad price. It's just their DLC practices are unfortunately kind of crappy because like how they have like old content or old costumes rather locked behind the DLC wall. Then they got to pay for the stages. So stages are important in this game because they have like, knock up effects or walls, ground bound crap. So you can't really test that. Costumes are pricey. The characters are kind of pricey. The stages are pricey. Stages are not in the season DLC. Why I remember,
which is
they
funny.
gave you Lydia's Beach, and they regret that immediately. They were like, "Oh, we only did that to be nice. We're never doing this."
The funny part is they announced those stages with the season characters, some even related to the character itself, like what happened with Mary Sue. So you will think if
Yeah.
you buy the season pass, you will get the stage, but what the fuck?
I could be now. I will say this just in case. I could be wrong on that. I'll have to look it up. But I'm certain that you don't like if you only buy like the characters
Oh,
themselves, you don't get the.
I mean that's fair because you're just buying the character.
I don't agree with that because if you buy Clive, you should get his Final Fantasy freaking. I feel like you.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. When it comes to my mind, when it comes to business, if you're selling something separate from the actual bundle, separating the stage from the character is also a strategy that it could use. So it's kind of fair because you are buying one thing, but if you want the other, you have to also pay for it. Unless you buy the bundle, you get everything. That's just my awful business mentality kicking in. So,
It's a business mentality. It's not illegal. I wouldn't say shady, but I will say it's a little bit scummy.
it is scum. Like it feels dirty, but
Yeah.
it is legal. And
Like they're in their right to do it, but I don't like it.
I don't like it either. But that's DLC nowadays. Imagine the days of Oblivion. How from a fucking $10 or I think it was $5 armor horse, we go to now. So
Everybody
sad.
fought that $5 freaking horse too. That was the thing though. Everybody fought that. It was like, no, this is the worst thing ever.
Oh my.
Now we're here, and it got worse because you know what? Street Fighter 4 probably had the best DLC lineup. How they did things costed. Not only were they cheap, incredibly cheap. You got like a huge bundle for like $5, maybe $7.
And if you bought the newer version, you just get the characters. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
you
nowadays,
you got a lot of bang for your buck.
yeah, nowadays you just bought Ultra Street Fighter 4, you get everything, save for maybe some extra costumes that you can buy, but that's it. Those are extra costumes. Street Fighter 5 did things so awfully that, oh, like, dude, you had to buy the season pass and only the season pass if you wanted a character. The other option you had was fight money, which is a completely different bullshit compared to that.
It was like the concept could have been cool, but wasn't like a pain in the butt to get fight money.
Yes, it was, because the only way you get it is by doing the individual character's story, and only with the available characters you had. So, if you didn't have past the base roster, you could not get another character. Just one extra character, and that's it.
Yeah, so dumb.
It was.
And now even worse, they keep locking these stuff now behind like weird fun money bullcrap, Monopoly money, Street Fighter coins.
Yeah, you have two different currencies now in 6, which I kind of appreciated, but at the same time, it's kind of like, yeah, you can have the tickets. You can have them. You can use it to buy music, stickers, and shit like that. Stuff that you will use with your avatar, but they are not worth anything outside of that. The only cool thing you can do with those is buy music, which is something you will more often use in any of your fights, which I appreciate. For characters and extra costumes for those characters well, you can buy stages with tickets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, music and stages. You can buy cool things with it. But for the main type of content, which are the playable characters, that's IRL money.
Which is weird. I don't like that they did that. They should at least make one or the other. Either real money or... I don't know. I don't like the fun money. Not how they do it. But I will give it to Street Fighter. Theirs is better than Tekken.
Nah, I still think Tekken having the ability to buy the DLC separately from the actual bundle, it's still better than actually just selling the bundle. Because to buy a character in Street Fighter 6, you have to either buy the bundle or buy fight money to actually buy the character. So you have to go to the process.
Oh, wait, you can't just buy the characters?
Let me actually double check, because I might be talking out of my ass right now.
Because if that's true, that is butt. What the heck? It's kind of like the opposite of what Tekken did. Because Tekken, you can't use fun money to buy characters.
Yeah, Capcom.
So, like, you get all
I'm
these-
looking at the DLCs for Street Fighter. You cannot buy the characters separate from their passes, like at all. You have to either buy the pass to get all the characters, or if you want to buy individually, you have to buy fight money. You have to buy the green currency, and then you can buy the character, which they can charge you extra because they are going to charge you an amount that is in between prices. So you buy the highest price, and then you can buy the character with no problem.
And as booty butt cheeks.
That is
I don't like it.
extreme cheeks. At least Tekken has the decency to let me buy the character separately from the past. Thank you, Tekken. Oh, love of
Yeah.
fuck.
I still don't like how Tekken does its fun money, but yeah, that's better. Because I wish you could use the fun money. I wish you could use it to buy actual characters, but you can't. You have to actually use real money.
And in Street Fighter 5, you could grind to get a character, but in Street Fighter 6, they removed that.
I don't like it. I don't like fun money. If you're gonna use fun money, then make it work. I hope the age of that stops. I do not like it.
Yeah, me too.
Like, if it was like 2xKO, it's like, okay, that makes sense, but not if it's not a free to play game or Monopoly money, whatever, battle points, whatever you want to call it. It's gross. But all right, I think we got a good Yap session in.
Oh yeah, we had a good session here. A lot of topics got in. So for those who don't know, before this video releases, there should be a video up about a tier list of music in Street Fighter 6 that we just recorded previous to this one. So this is technically also a tradition to that. After we finish the tier list, we just do a little Yap session about what happened fighting game wise in the year, plus some other extra topics like we did today. So yeah, it's been a year and a month so far. So we see how 2026 plays out. Hopefully better than the last year. I know for sure this year I want to dedicate more time and maybe some videos to indie fighting. So I'll most likely be doing that. Yeah. Would you like to plug your stuff for a bit?
Yeah, sure. I'm Gale. I usually do Let's Plays. You can find my channel at Gale. And I also do like a little discussion channel of my own called Gus Discuss, or Gus_Discuss, where I talk about indie games, trailers, and things that catch my interest. Yeah, if you decide you want to follow me, you can follow me there on YouTube.
You can find everything he said on the description below, alongside our previous Street Fighter tier list and Yap sessions. So yeah, don't forget to check the description, and now we'll be seeing you all on the next one. Or probably I will be seeing you on the next video. Gale, we do this once a year, so who knows when the next one is gonna be.
Yeah. Hopefully you do more of these because these are fun. Also, be sure to follow Daenerys.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the plug.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll be seeing you all on the next one. Later.
Laters.